Papitan hari ini. Not studying the slides, yeah, text or working with us. We should start from a bit behind for us to understand the working papers. What did we say working papers are? Askan, come in. You changed because last time you were here, we did from the center. So in your class here, we did oh, do you know what I am going to do? Thanks so much. Yes, so what did we say working papers are?
Business documents. Documents that are used in the activities of an organization.
Okay, these are documents that are required by auditors to record the evidence accuracy. There are so many working papers. Auditors to record evidence accuracy. Evidence accuracy. As with support for engagement and support for the engagement. Information that provides supplemental guidance. Documenting information which provide supplemental guidance. Supplemental guidance regarding properly prepared documented information. Last time when we learned about working paper, we talked about working papers, the documents that are used by auditors to show evidence to the organization as well as to in the office where they are working. We thought you are not coming to work. So these are what we call working papers. You can explain them as you understand. That's why it's different with the arithmetic, whereby the answer is the same, but you can list down the ideas that you can narrate what are working papers, and you can sometimes read in the books. According to each book, they can tell you what are working papers. But the whole essence is the evidence for us auditors, for the future reference, as well as showing evidence that this is what we have done. So, working papers, we already said about them, but we thought of starting a bit behind for us to understand the types of working papers according to what we had shown last time. So types of working papers, a wide variety of working papers are prepared during an audit engagement. These are intended to be illustrated rather than all inclusive. What are we saying? There are so many, but we should just exclude and choose which ones we want to talk about. So we have the types of working papers that are used to document the nature, extent, timing of specific audit procedures, engagement time budget. We are just narrating what is supposed to be in the working paper. And resources allocated, worksheets, questionnaires used to obtain information about the audit fee, including its objectives, risks, control, operating activities, etc. So we are saying that as we are talking about working papers, we have these are some of the things that we document or that we file in the working papers for us to have evidence of what we have done. We continue to talk about them, the process maps, the log charts we use to document process activities. We have business lists, the common law, the charting symbols. There are so many that we can do. Even interviews and other meetings for the audit to be done. So when we're talking of types of working papers, we have the permanent file. We have the permanent file. This is the file. That is the documented or is the working papers that your friends have already done the audit, and there you are referred in connection of the evidence of what you want to do. For example, if we are talking of, let's say, we are going to audit at Lilongwe University, it means that last year people had already done the audit. Therefore, we are going to use the same working papers that our friends did last time. Therefore, that is the permanent file that we are talking about. And then we have the temporary one. The temporary one is the one that you are using as you are, let's say, preparing for the audit based on this one that you are taking information from. So those are the two types. So if we're talking of audit working papers, this demonstrates the extent of audit work carried out and by whom. So you write who did the audit, so that whenever you are referring it, you can even phone them to be clarified on what they have done or what they did. It also contains details of matters that need to be carried forward to the future. So mind you, if you are talking about working papers, they can also have information that is going to be taken forward or taken in the future. How? As I've already given an example mostly, that when you have an evidence like last time, when our friends audited, they found out that a certain thing or a certain internal control was not implemented. So you take it also in the this audit that you are going to audit now to say they said they expected this internal control to be implemented. Therefore, you take it in the future as you are going to be auditing to find out if the internal control that was not followed last time it has been implemented. For example, if we can be thinking about, let's say, a cashier is not depositing the money within a stipulated number of days, for example, 3 days, is not even following the instructions, then these other auditors did address to say he should change by following the internal control. Then you are going to start saying, we are also going to address on that if this cashier has started now following the procedures or the internal controls that were addressed the last time with our fellow auditor. So, working papers are very, very important mandate to us auditors, and we should know that it is a legal requirement for us to do. So, whenever we are doing the audit, we have to know that the working papers are very important, and they are the final evidence of the work that we have performed as auditors to support our audit opinion. So, according to working papers, they are mostly found very useful to some aspects that we can stipulate. For example, one, aid in the planning and performance of the audit. So we are saying that when we are talking about working papers, they are very, very useful when we are following the aspects of aid in planning. Working papers are useful when we are following planning, in the aid of the planning and performance of the audit. Again, maybe we can explain more on the planning and performance of audit. If we talk of planning, it's the time that we're doing the engagement, that we want to go and audit. So we are planning, where we use working paper for that, the working paper that our friend did. So we base on what our friend did. Performance, we are talking about at the end of it, you have done the audit yourself. You are supposed to give evidence. You are supposed to have working papers that your friends in future are going to use what you have done. Again, very useful aid in supervision and review. In supervision and review. In supervision and review of the audit. What are we saying when we are talking about supervision? If we are talking about supervision, mind you are not going to be alone in the audit. You are going to have other members that are also going to assist you in your audit. As a result, you can supervise your subordinates that you have gone with together. Not only that, you have bosses that are wholly looking into what you are doing. These also can come on supervision. Again, on review, you as an auditor, you are supposed to review your work. How have I done it? Maybe at the end of either the engagement or at the end of the audit itself before you write a report. You are supposed to review about that. So working papers are very, very useful when you are doing such activities in our everyday audit. Mainly us as audit and assurance people, we are supposed to follow this because at the end of it, they will expect a unique work done by us, expecting that we are the people that are audit and assurance officers. Also, they provide evidence of the audit. Provide evidence for audit. Audit work performed. Audit work performed to the support of auditors' opinions. What are we talking about? We as auditors are supposed to show evidence that this is the way how I've done it. And this is my idea or my opinion of the conclusion that I have done. Therefore, we are supposed to support with the opinion and the evidence have to be supporting to each other. For example, you wrote in the opinion that the internal controls are not being followed. Therefore, you are supposed to have an evidence how you found out that they are not following it. For example, you can have, let's say, receipts as well as the deposit slips to say, look at this. The money was collected on 1st of August. Instead of depositing at 3rd or 4th of August, he deposited at 23rd of August. So that's the evidence that you are showing to other people that are going to have or read your working papers in the future, or even your bosses, or even the organization that you are going to audit. Again, they act as evidence in court. They act as evidence in court. Let's say, for example, somebody has really made a fraud, and you have proved that this is really a fraud, and according to the organization, they are saying, please, this one, he has taken a lot of money that we can't even accept for him to refund. Then he's going to say, please, we should take him to court. So, all these working papers are going to act as the evidence in court. Say, look at this. These people are really squandering money according to your evidence. So those are some of the useful parts that we cannot put away the audit when we are performing such many, those are just evidence. You can read more in so many books of audit. And audit is one of the subjects that has got so many books that you can read. So quality of auditors' conclusions and advice depends on their ability to gather and evaluate sufficient appropriate supporting evidence. Look at this. There's no way when an auditor is making a conclusion has to have sufficient and appropriate evidence that this is now what I've discovered and this is my conclusion. So, you as the audit and assurance, you are supposed to have professional perspective there. Professional perspective there. Whereby auditors take nothing for granted. They continuously question what they hear and see and critically assess according to having an audit evidence. So, you as an auditor, for you to be a professional, you are supposed to continuously ask so that you should have a complete evidence after assessing critically. Because that is going to be your audit evidence in the working paper. So, audit evidence must be relevant, reliable, and sufficient. These we have already tackled, but we just wanted to point out that they are important in our audit and assurance. So we should not forget that audit procedures are very important also by looking to the specific tasks that were performed to gather evidence that is required to achieve the objectives of our audit. We also can talk about watching. Watching, that's what I mean, which involves tracking information backwards. It is used to test the validity of information. Watching. We already know that whenever a payment is supposed to be made, we're supposed to have something evident why you are doing that. So that is what we are saying, that it is also very important because it's one of the information that we are tracking to test the validity of the information. How? Did you realize a voter that was wasted 200,000 according to the check that you wrote or according to the amount you sent online to the individual? So you test to say, are they really the same? You as an auditor is supposed also to trace. Tracing involves the information that was done maybe somewhere. It is supposed to be used to test the completeness of the information. For example, you bought a car from somebody in Zimbabwe. Then you want to check or reflect whether this is true. Because somebody can just write and yet he didn't actually do it. Also, we should also remember us as the audit and assurance people, we should do analytical procedures. That we already learned, but reminding you that they are also very important because they involve the comparison of information obtained during the engagement with the predetermined expectations. So, critical comparison should be there, and mainly in connection with the information obtained during the engagement and the expected results after the audit. So working papers serve as the principal record of the procedures completed, evidence obtained, conclusion reached, and recommendations formulated during the engagement. This we wrote, is it? We wrote when we were talking about our working paper. We also talked about working papers also serve as the primary support for the audit team, communications to the audit team, senior management and the board of directors, as well as stakeholders. So sometimes we can have electronic working papers. These are also very important. This means you're going to use a computer whereby you are supposed to show that these are electronic that you can either send online or you can share based on how you have done this. And this is very important for us auditors, mainly today, because we are in an electronic environment whereby we always think about the paperless information. Any questions about working papers? Any questions about working papers? Yvonne, because this one, whether you like it or not, it comes. I want you to explain to me, not as I have explained, but you should read and document nicely. Tell me what are working papers, their use, and so on. So please, this one is very, very important. And if we can go and read, it's something that you can enjoy when you can have it. So that's the end of our presentation on working paper. Let me go back to the course outline, which next is our topic to tackle. Audit evidence. We have just recently talked about the working papers being one of the audit evidence on us. And then now we want to really understand the audit evidence. What do you think are audit evidence? Never audit evidence. We learn to learn the audit evidence. Because in the course outline, it comes next to the audit working paper. Audit procedures were already done. Is it? So we say we have already done that. That's audit evidence. Okay, so according to us, it means we start another topic that is not tackled. Then according to me, we go to audit report. Audit report. Audit report. Then what to start? What to start? So audit report. What do you think is an audit report? Audit report. Audit report. Audit report. What do you think is an audit report? Because Okay, good. So we can say that an audit report is a document that shows your opinion on something that you have done or you have audited or an organization or an entity. So the audit report is a very, very important document, and that it is the one that you are going to write at the end of your audit. Your ideas, your opinion on how you have done it, the whole process, from the beginning to the end of the audit. That's the report you are supposed to show. So the audit report is arguably the most important component of the entire audit process. It is it has several purposes. In connection of audit and assurance. The audit report identifies structures and processes. It identifies structures and processes that aren't working as well as they could be, and bring them to the attention of the shareholders so that they can initiate change. Identifying structures and processes that are not working in order to bring attention to the shareholders. For them to implement change. So, an audit report is something to do that you identify structures and processes that are not working in the organization. Those are the ones that you are telling the owners of the organization that these are not moving. You are giving attention to them that they should be initiate a change. How? By contacting managers. You know, this is what we don't want. So that is also very important, because if things are not moving, it means things that are not moving, the organization cannot work. Mind you are the eye of the organization that they want to see exactly if they are progressing or not. So you as an assurance auditor are supposed to do that. The other thing is presenting a case for change to improve the administration and management of the area or activity being audited. So presenting a case of change. to improve